pageant is a reflection on prom.
Prom is actually the biggest social occasion business in the world.
I think that a lot of the trends are going to be the same that are in pageant and prom.
Prom is probably, for most young ladies, the closest thing to getting married. So it's that first time in their life when they're really dressing up and it's very special. You will see young girls that like that princess look and that full, but I would have to say a higher percentage of young women want to have that first experience of feeling very grown up and very sophisticated. And that's why a lot of times you'll see more of that slimmer, sleeker type dresses, because it is their first opportunity, what they think is a grown-up moment in their life.
It's outstanding, the dresses that prom designers design, including myself, for a wide variety of silhouettes out there. There are certainly dresses that are quite risque, and other dresses that are really classy and elegant, and everything in between.
We will see a more glamorous, what we consider growing up to be Miss America, is that glamour girl or girl next door that makes it big in her glitzy dress. We'll see those days again. Those are definitely back.
A lot of heavily beading in certain areas is very important.
Beads are definitely making a comeback in a very tailored sense, very tone-on-tone, very liquid-looking, very wet. And I've got a beautiful bronze lace bodice with liquid beaded skirt that's all done in bronze beads and Austrian crystals.
Simplicity everywhere else, a lot of wonderful, heavily encrusted stones, and definitely a lot of flowing.
I would say for the past 2 years, a lot of the silky, flowier, a lot of movement has been extremely trendy, and going forward it will continue to be.
There is a style that is a very wonderful gown. It's a halter with rhinestones all the way up and down it, very heavily beaded with crystal AB rhinestones. That's one of the dresses. There's another gown, and that's the black plunging neckline. It's a very, very sexy, classy, elegant gown.
And then we jump over to another dress that's chocolate brown with a totally backless and maybe just a little bit of beading on the shoulders and a very high slit. But then on the other hand, I've got this other dress coming out that's like a champagne silk with a dropped waist Austrian crystal belt, and that's all that's on the dress with accents of mint green on it. I didn't want my look to come across as being totally just pigeonholed.
A lot of jewel tones are very strong right now. Your aquas, your greens, and the bronze, the creams. Creams are very bronze. Gold is very strong. And AB, Aurora Borealis stones. That's the crystal AB, the iridescent stones. 2-3 years ago, you would not be caught dead wearing that in pageant or in prom. In the 80s, it was very, very popular. And now Aurora Borealis is everywhere, absolutely everywhere.
A lot of times, no matter how beautiful a dress may be on the hanger, it's not always meant for every customer. So I would say my collection is very broad in looks, between prints and beautiful taffetas and iridescent colors, to beaded, to very simple.
I'm very, very thankful of the gift of creativity. It's a blessing, and I love it.
A lot of times with designers, whether they want to admit it or not, they always try to say, oh, this influenced me to do that. There's still, I want to say, be real. Your personal taste and what you like still comes into play. Whether they want to admit it or not, I will.
It's easy to design as a woman the dresses that I find myself wanting to wear. But you must always remember to design for a wide variety of consumers. That's extremely important.
I have to say I'm very, very fortunate to be a part of that 1% of people that can say they are doing exactly what they dreamed about doing for a living and getting paid for it.
It's really, really exciting. It really is. To be able to enjoy what you do on a daily basis is something that I do not ever and will never take for granted.